Don't forget to follow us on Instagram and Twitter at 7lamb podcast. That's the number 7, LAMB podcast. And on Facebook at facebook.com/7lamb podcast. Seven Lamb Productions presents to you End of All Hope. Season 2, Episode 3, Agua.
Mark and I rode in silence. We had found a map at a gas station and used it to guide us down the side roads along 80. The interstate was backed up with cars, even the on-ramp, but the cars were empty, deserted. All I could think was the sheer number of people that may or may not be streakers now. So many cars parked along the interstate, and not one human visible.
This is going to take a long time. I wish we could jump on the interstate.
Not here.
No, of course not. I'd hate to get stuck.
I played navigator while Mark drove. It's only been a little over a week, and this? It looks like something out of a movie. We were just at a conference, Mark. Then this.
Things are not going to get better.
I know.
Don't beat yourself up about Jay.
What do you mean?
I know you're thinking about it. It's been 2 hours. We've barely spoke.
I feel bad.
What could be done?
I shouldn't have played doctor. We could all still be together. Even Serena.
If you didn't play doctor, we wouldn't have gotten a Jeep, and we wouldn't have been able to get out.
That Jeep did us a lot of good. Smashed you right into another vehicle.
We were still able to get out.
Not Jay.
You know, Jay's resilient. He may be a complete idiot at times, but when it matters, he comes through. He's done it multiple times with us in the field.
This is a little different.
It is, but remember that time in Yellowstone?
The bear?
The bear.
Jesus, I thought he was a goner.
So did I.
So did Jay.
I've never seen him run so fast. It was like something out of a cartoon. He fooled that grizzly and then bam, he was off.
I couldn't believe it. That was a grizzly.
I told him to buy bear spray. But once he was out of sight of that bear, I couldn't help but laugh. He didn't really need to jump off that cliff, though. But I think for a moment, he thought the bear was right behind him.
I think he thought he was in an action movie.
You could see the smirk on his face when he got out from the water.
Ruined his phone with that stunt, though.
The point is, he got away. I don't know what I would have done in that situation. The grizzly was huge. I think it would have froze.
I know what you're saying, Mark, but this is a different scenario. It's hard to compare a grizzly encounter to the end of the world.
If there was any way for Jay to get out of town, he got out.
I want to believe that. I really do. We continued our way west. Our goal was to head between Pittsburgh and Cleveland. We wanted to avoid the big cities, but even though we were on side roads, there was a lot of congestion. Abandoned cars littered the area.
Maybe we should have headed south to Pittsburgh. This looks like it could get bad.
Too late now, unless you want to backtrack.
No, let's keep pushing forward. But this meandering, it's costing us valuable time. Some of these side roads are taking us way out of the way.
They avoid the interstate.
Well, as much as I want to avoid the congestion, let's test it.
Test what?
Let me know if you see an on-ramp.
It's gonna be blocked with cars.
We'll see.
When we were able to jump on the old state road, we were able to get a better view of the interstate. Mark took us across a grassy field and onto another intersecting road. He saw an on-ramp. We drove up and Mark pulled to the side. What are you doing?
I want to see how bad it is.
I climbed out of the truck. It was only a day ago that people were still coming into the small town of Wanami, the quarantine zone. But now, no cars drove along the road or interstate, just us. What had changed? Were all these people really attacked?
It's a scary sight.
We were forced out of the town by hundreds, maybe even thousands of shriekers. It made me sick. Let's not stay too long, Mark.
We won't.
Mark jumped on top of the hood and climbed onto the roof of the truck. He shaded his eyes as he surveyed the interstate. Well?
There are cars littering the road as far as I can see. But, it does look passable.
You think we could weave through?
I think we stand a better chance if we do. It'll be quicker travel.
Unless we get stuck.
We could get stuck on the side roads, too. It looks like just as many people were fleeing the city as there were heading into it.
I wonder why.
Let's make our way through. I'll go slow, but at least we'll be able to follow one road. In the long run, it'll save us a lot of time.
I hope so. Seeing this scares me for what's to come when we reach Cali.
Same. We just have to get out of this area.
Pennsylvania?
The east. Once we hit the Midwest, it'll be smooth sailing. I think. Open roads, less cities.
We climbed our way back into the truck and made our way through the scattering of abandoned vehicles. Mark weaved between the cars. It turned out to be easier than we imagined. I still couldn't believe this many people had abandoned their vehicles. Creatures must have forced them out. Every once in a while, we would pass a car with blood-smeared windows. An hour passed and we were north of Pittsburgh. When we hopped on Interstate 76, we were met with a barrage of more vehicles. A few times I was forced to get out of the car and direct Mark between two cars. Other times Mark would just push the cars out of the way with our truck.
Worst comes to worst, we get off the interstate.
Which we may have to do soon.
This is crazy, right? Where are all these people?
They must have left in a hurry. Most of the cars and trucks still have supplies in them. We were heading towards Akron. After that, we would jump on 71.
Oh, shit.
Mark slowed the car. In front of us, the interstate completely blocked. Not by cars or trucks, but a huge Boeing airplane. The plane lay on its side across the interstate, one of its wings completely gone.
Well, we knew this might happen.
I thought we may hit a snag with cars, but not a plane.
We're gonna have to head back, find an off-ramp. We'll skirt around this and maybe jump back on the interstate.
Okay. Mark put the truck in reverse. Wait! Behind the truck stood a man, his shirt ripped, his face bloody.
Oh, shit!
Mark pulled out his gun and climbed out of the truck.
What are you doing?
Por favor, ayúdenme.
Shit, do you speak English?
No hablo inglés, no disparen.
Ava, wait.
He needs help.
He doesn't speak English.
Shit. I took Spanish in high school for 2 years, but that was the extent of my knowledge.
Por favor, perdí mi familia. No tengo a dónde ir. No tengo agua.
I knew some words he spoke, but he talked fast.
Por favor, algo de agua o comida, por favor. He estado escondido aquí mucho tiempo.
Mark, he's thirsty.
Have you been bitten?
¿Qué?
Bitten. Have you been bitten?
Mark made a biting motion with his teeth.
Bitten? Bitten?
No, no he sido mordido. Las criaturas aparecieron y corrí. Me escondí en el bosque, no muy lejos de aquí. Mi familia están muertos. Vi las criaturas atacarlos.
What's he saying?
I don't know.
You haven't been bitten.
No.
Let me get you some water. We sat in the back of the truck while the man drank and ate some chips that we took from the gas station.
I find it surprising you couldn't find anything with all these cars around, many of which still have supplies.
Who knows? Maybe he didn't look hard enough. Or maybe no one left water behind. The man finished his bottled water.
Gracias.
De nada. What's your name? ¿Cómo te llamas? I think that was right.
Mi nombre es Miguel.
Hola. I'm Ava. This is Mark. What are you doing here? Were you on the airplane? I pointed to the plane behind me.
No. Estaba manejando con mi familia. Muchas criaturas atacaron e intentamos alejarnos de la carretera. Todos corrieron, nosotros también, pero era muy tarde. Mi familia.
He's talking about his family.
What about them?
Los monstruos los alcanzaron. Ellos fueron mordidos. Yo seguí corriendo y me escondí en el bosque. Perdí a todos y eventualmente encontré el camino de vuelta.
I couldn't make out everything he said. Something about running. He mentioned his family. They must have been attacked.
¿A dónde se dirigen?
Where? We're going west. California.
¿California?
Sí.
Ava, we need to go. If these creatures show up, we're trapped. We need to get off the interstate.
Okay. Listen, we have to go.
¿Irnos?
Sí. The man stood. Mark.
I know what you're going to ask.
He needs help.
A lot of people need help. We need help.
You want to leave him here?
No, but we can't pick up everyone.
Do you want to go with us?
¿Con ustedes?
We're heading to California. We're heading west. Do you want to come? The man slowly nodded. We drove for another 2 hours. We were able to get off and back onto the interstate. We had jumped on 71 and headed for Columbus. We wouldn't travel through, though. We knew to avoid the big cities.
Make sure you find us a route that avoids Columbus.
We need to jump on 70, but we'll avoid Columbus.
¿Columbus?
You know it?
No Columbus. No podemos ir allá.
We aren't going into Columbus. We're going to go around the city.
No, no podemos ir a Columbus. Ahí está la nave espacial. Es enorme y está justo encima de la ciudad. La ciudad está destruida.
What's he saying?
Miguel was quiet for most of the ride. I sat between Mark and Miguel as we traveled. Miguel had his head against the window for most of the ride, until I mentioned Columbus. Now he was animated. He did not want to head that way.
Tenemos que virar. Tiene que haber otro camino.
Not a fan of the city?
There has to be more to it than that. Are you from Columbus?
No vayan a Columbus. Yo vengo de ahí. La nave es enorme. Destruyó la ciudad. Casi no salimos con vida. Es enorme la nave.
What is nave?
La nave, flotando en el cielo.
He said sky.
Sky?
Sky. Miguel pointed up.
Vino del espacio y está sobre Columbus.
You're speaking too fast. He says something about the sky.
Es grande, una nave muy grande.
Something large, something...
Oh, shit. Something large in the sky, huh? Like that?
Ahead of us we saw Columbus. The city was burned and ruined. Above it, a large spaceship. It blocked out the sun.
Ahí está. Esa es la nave espacial.
The large ship hung over the city, unmoving. Columbus below was all but gone. My suspicions were true. The next wave had arrived. We were seeing what sent the Thrashers to Earth. My heart sank. It really was the apocalypse.
End of All Hope. Written and edited by Robert M. Lamb. Starring Hope Ennis as Ava, Nick Engelhard as Mark, co-starring Ray Rojas. Music provided by Elderich T'Challa at ReverbNation.com/NemesisBlack, Kevin MacLeod of Incompetech.com, and Dylan Mixer at DMixMusic.com. If you enjoyed this podcast, don't forget to rate and review. Visit www.7lamb.com for more podcasts such as this one. This has been a 7 Lamb production.